My dollars make it hurt.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, y'all don't want it tonight. Y'all don't want it tonight. What's going on, everybody? What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome once again to the one and the only. This is the big time show that is being seen right now and heard live on all the different various channels: Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X, or Twitter, whichever one you want to call it. We in here. Once again, it is Monday night. It is 7 o'clock, which usually means that it is time for the big time show real quickly as we talk about the latest in Cowboys news. As you come in, I hope that you guys would do me the favor in sharing the content. I hope that you will. Hope that you would hit the like button as you come in. Give me about 20 likes a piece. That'll be a good way to start everything off. Also, before we get started, if you want to contribute to the podcast as well, you can. If you're on Facebook, you can go to the stars there. And if you want to use the Cash App, you can. $, the big time show. You can do that as well, and we will be good. All you have to do, if you're on YouTube, of course, you can use the super chats there as well, just to get everything started. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I know it's a Monday night game, but I don't care nothing about the Ravens and the Chargers. I could care less about Harbaugh against Harbaugh. I could care less about that. Cowboy night. That's what we here to talk about. So, guess what, y'all? The Cowboys won. How about it? How about them Cowboys? They pulled off an upset. Obviously, not too many people had them winning the game. Many in Cowboy Nation, including myself, did not think we would win yesterday. I don't make predictions, but I don't put it out on the show. But I have an idea of what I think is going to happen. And to much of my surprise, they pulled it out. They tried to give it away, but they held on. They played pretty well for majority of the game. Defensively, we looked pretty good, except that last quarter, of course. But we looked pretty good. It helps. It helps when your players come back, and when you insert all pros and Pro Bowlers to a team, chances are you're gonna play a whole lot better than what you would. That's what we saw. And I'm gonna get into the details briefly of what my eyes saw. Maybe you didn't or don't agree with it, but that's why we have this platform. You don't have to agree with me, but I'm quite sure some of you saw the same things that I saw. Cowboys win, big win, and much to the dismay of a lot of Cowboy Nation. Some of this draft talk, and I'm guilty as well, because I didn't think, to be honest with you, I didn't think we would win no more than maybe one more game this year. That's it. That's what I thought. They fooled everybody and showed up and played with some conviction. They played with some passion, finally. They didn't get blowed out like they usually do. They showed up. That was good quality football that we saw until, of course, the last 4 minutes or so. And to the dismay of many Cowboy fans, they put a pin in the balloon of draft dreams yesterday. I'll go ahead and just stop it. Listen, it won't be no Travis Hunter, so you can forget that. It won't be Shedeur Sanders. You can forget that. It's over. It won't be Cam Ward. Whoever you had early, you can forget it. Okay? Don't even entertain it no more, because after what I saw yesterday, the Cowboys actually might run off a few games. And with every win, your dream of a high draft pick goes down the drain. And so let's just go ahead and say it. All I'm going to say is we will be in the draft. That's what I will say. We will be in the draft, y'all. But it ain't going to be where you thought it was going to be. And it may not even be close, because remember at the beginning of not beginning of the season, I believe you've been following me. At the beginning, when we saw the schedule, if you remember what I said, listen, man, this is a rough beginning. But I said at the end, the schedule actually gets easier. And it does. The schedule actually gets easier as we go. And ladies and gentlemen, we have hit. We have made it through, and with a 4-7 record, the roughest part of the schedule. If you look at the rest of the games, with the exception of maybe the Philadelphia game, and I'm going to even throw in the Cincinnati game. Cincinnati, I'm saying that because the Cincinnati Bengals offense is lethal. Their defense can be scored on, but that is, with Cooper playing, can Cooper take advantage of Cincinnati's defense? That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm not saying he can't beat them. I'm just saying he ain't going to put up 35 points. That's what I'm saying. And if the defense plays, you may not need 35. So we will get into the part of the schedule where you can actually see some wins. An unexpected win on Sunday to many against Washington. Um, then you have win. Well, we got the Giants coming up. They're definitely trying to lose. So we should beat the Giants. That'll be 2 in a row. And then you got Carolina. Even though Carolina is playing well, even though they're losing, they're playing hard and they can score. But the Cowboys probably would be favored in that game. So there's a possible 3-game winning streak that could happen here, which will bump you up to 6-7. Well, if you win 6 games, you're drafting in the middle of the draft. So all these dreams of, guys early, you gotta look differently now than the top tier guys. You can't look at the top guys. So we need to start focusing now on middle guys and down as far as I'm concerned. Because I can believe the Cowboys are about to win a few games here. And if they pull off that Cincinnati game and Philly, all of that stuff, you just don't know. So it's kind of hard to pick. Hey, Michelle, let me speak to everybody. Kid Cowboy in the building, Cowboys champs. Joe, what's up? Demetrius, I see you. Wesley Brown, how you doing, sir? Robert King, yes, sir. I think I spoke to Demetrius earlier. Daryl, how you doing, sir? I have seen too much. I don't know who you are, but hello. Y'all go ahead and share, and it was a pretty entertaining game. What have I always told y'all, if you've been with me? Either we win spectacularly or we lose spectacularly. It just never fails, y'all. It never fails. Yesterday was one of those spectacular wins. There's no middle ground for us. We lose, get blowed out, or it's always some incredible drama to win. Hey, Brian, how you doing, sir? Thanks for popping in on me. I hate to tell y'all, but after what I saw yesterday, the Cowboys just might pull a few games off. I'm serious, y'all. And the reason why I'm saying that, and I get, specifics of the game in a minute, but the reason why I'm saying that is because the defense is coming back. All the players that have been hurt, they're coming back, and you'll be a fool to say that you don't see, a slight difference. You can't add a Deron Bland to your team and think that your defense just got worse. That's not the case. You can't add it looks like almost a fully healthy Michael Parsons to the fold and don't think that your defense is not going to get better. The truth be told, Michael Parsons came back a couple games ago, and he's been lighting it up ever since he came back. That's the trouble that he brings to an offense because he's just naturally gifted. I mean, 2 sacks yesterday, I think 8 total tackles. I mean, just dominant. All right. Parsons was lighting it up yesterday. A serious problem. If he didn't get the quarterback, he brought major league pressure. They had Daniels. Daniels probably looked the worst he has this whole season. Zimmer was in his bag, disguising defenses, making them see things. He had all those guys up. You didn't know who was coming. You didn't know who was dropping back. You don't know what he didn't know what was going on. which made him speed up, which made him struggle a lot. And that's what you saw yesterday. Saw a master of a defense in Mike Zimmer play a rookie yesterday, and in some cases he made him look like a rookie. That's what a good coordinator does, and that's what happened yesterday. All right, so I'm expecting that the defense will play a whole lot better because of the guys coming back. It's just that simple. That's the reason why. I mean, we saw Parsons everywhere. Parsons on the edge, both sides. He even lined up, as a defensive tackle. He lined up as a linebacker. I mean, he was everywhere yesterday. They used him like a chess piece on a chessboard. That's what we wanted to see in the first place. And Michael Parsons was incredibly effective yesterday. Anybody that says Michael Parsons did not have a great game yesterday should not be able to watch football anymore, period. Anybody that says that. Michael Parsons is a difference maker. There ain't too many guys like him walking around the earth. It's just that simple. And he played like it yesterday. Played inspired, led his team, and the defense played well. Also, there were two key things to me. Well, one really in particular. That's man, I appreciate you, B-Bird. Super chat there. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. You didn't have to do it, but I appreciate you, B-Bird. Thank you. One minor move that nobody ain't talking about that I noticed, and it's a move that a lot of people don't believe in because of his size. But he came from the school that I love, which is the Michigan Wolverines, and he was an All-American cornerback there. And the only reason why Jordan Lewis, as good as he is on the inside, because he really never had the chance, because they say you're just too short. Did you notice that the Cowboys, with Diggs not playing yesterday, Jordan Lewis played outside? Anybody notice how well Jordan Lewis played on the outside yesterday? I mean, did anybody catch anything on his side? And if they did, he was right there to go off. All right? But that was a small, big move that solidified the defense. Anybody notice how Jordan Lewis came in and was hitting people? Anybody notice how J. Lou would come down and crash and set the edge? That is something that Diggs does not do. Jordan Lewis is a physical player. I'm not saying Jordan needs to start over Diggs. Don't mess me up on that. I'm just saying there's a difference in guys that are willing to hit folks. Anybody notice the difference when Bland played? Did you see how Bland was hitting people? Anybody notice that? He was on a pitch count, obviously. Just coming back from his foot injury. Looked pretty good to me. He looked like he didn't no setbacks. So he looks like he's ready to go. But Lord have mercy. Did anybody notice my main guy? Well, not my main guy that nobody knew about at all. And that, of course, was Mr. Josh Gibson, I believe his name is. The cornerback that played yesterday. I don't want to misquote his name. So let me look at him. Excuse me, Josh Butler. Number 31. Who led the team in tackles. That's not nothing really to shout about, because if a cornerback leads in tackles, that means, well, some of it, don't get confused, some of it he came in and popped people. But they came at him yesterday, they tried him, and he answered the bell. Butler was incredible yesterday. And to be honest with you, I'm mad that they didn't notice this 3-4 weeks ago while Carson was getting killed and number 27, whoever he is, where this guy come from, Butler, because he looked like a true veteran. He was awesome yesterday. That when you have, and he was hitting people. See, it makes a difference, man, when you get guys come in, man, that are hungry and are playing for real jobs, and it ain't necessarily mean that it was for the Cowboys. See, these guys are putting stuff on tape that other teams can look at, and they can go sign somewhere else. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when you get guys that come in like this, they are aggressive. They are coming in full blast. And that's what you saw yesterday especially with Butler. I mean, I was highly impressed with him. He looked wonderful. I mean, I said, this dude here, we found a ball player. We found a ball player here. Mr. Butler can play. And I hope that they keep Bland on a pitch count until, he's 100% ready to go. And Butler obviously can step in and get the job done. So I loved it. I'm not sure, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure, especially since the game against the Giants is in a couple of days. I don't know how well Bland foot has responded. We don't know that. We don't know if he's ready to go, for Thursday. I'm not saying he's going to be out, but I'm saying we don't know, how his foot responded. So he's ready to play. Butler is, obviously. And here's the funny part, y'all. I'm quite sure you guys have heard. Diggs is supposedly playing Thursday. All these guys that've been hurt. I mean, Nealon came back. I mean, these guys make, they make a difference. So my expectation for the defense is that they're going to get better. Now, does that mean they're going to turn into the number one defense in the league? No, I doubt that. But they're going to play a whole lot better, y'all. And because of that, that's going to keep Cowboys in the game. All right. Now we get to the offensive side of the ball. Okay, I think Stephen Jones said today that it's going to be a long shot for Ferg and Zach Martin to play Thursday. He said that today, actually, earlier today. I don't know if you guys have heard that. So he said it's going to be kind of a long shot for those two guys to play. All right. So, but here's the funny thing, y'all. Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. Zach Martin didn't play. They benched Tyler Guyton. And the offensive line actually played very well. Cooper Rush didn't get hit a whole lot yesterday. Cooper Rush didn't get hurt a lot yesterday. He didn't get hit a lot. I mean, not to the damage with sack after sack and all that type of stuff. He didn't have that. The offensive line played incredibly well. Hoffman, look. Hoffman, man. It's just a shame, It's just a shame that the positions that he played, they made the commitment to BB. And I'm not saying that that they shouldn't have with BB there. But man, Hoffman is a dog. For real, man. Hoffman is a nasty type player that is incredibly aggressive and will flat out hit you in your mouth. Exactly. Tyler Smith didn't play. Zach Martin didn't play. And look what this line did. You can't say you some credit got to be given today, man. I mean, let me see. Backups everywhere, and look how they ran the ball. know why, y'all? Because finally, we've been begging for it, at least on my show. Mike McCarthy made a commitment to running the ball, and you had your offensive line go forward. And look what happened. They got physical. And you can't tell me they can't be physical because I just saw it. I've been saying it all year, y'all. I've been saying it the last few years. You talking about physical play. Well, you got to call physical plays. Physical plays is not bagging up from the shotgun and the pistol every play in pass protection. That's not imposing your will. You got to let guys run and hit people. That's how you do it. And because he did it yesterday, now the play action game worked. Now you got Rico going. I'm about to say Dez Bryant. CeeDee Lamb did not have a big yardage day. But trust me, he had, 10 receptions, I think, for 67 yards, I believe. All those catches were big. It kept everything balanced. CeeDee won. It was just good quality, not pinball machine offense. It's the kind of offense, man, that will keep you in ball games. That's what that was about. And sooner or later, because you're running the ball so well, okay, now you get Schoonmaker to catch a touchdown pass. Ain't nobody in the picture, wide open. Why? Last week, Cooper Rush threw the ball like he was Brett Favre. Threw the ball 50, 56, whatever, how many times? It was over 50. This week, 32. Balanced offense, running the ball. Rico had, I think, 19 carries. They ain't counting everybody else, a little bit. Zeke had a couple carries. CD had a couple carries out the backfield. This is the formula. What you saw yesterday was the formula. It's not explosive. It's not, you're not going to score 30 points or 40 points. Not going to do, even though the Cowboys did put up 30. I realized we got 2 kick returns yesterday, but, this is what you're going to get. This is how we got to win. Now, the defense has to play. The defense needs to be the leader. And I believe that because of the guys that are coming back, I believe they got a chance to lead. Put it that way. It don't mean you're gonna shut everybody out, but maybe you might have three and outs. You might have a third down play where the drive gets stopped. You see what I'm saying? That's what we need. You might get a turnover like we got yesterday. You just might get a turnover. You might get a couple turnovers. You got physical guys in there hitting people. Kendrick played a good game yesterday. Overshown didn't get tackles, but he was a problem. So this is the formula now. Will that beat the better teams? I don't know. But I do know if we play defense like yesterday, because contrary to, don't let the media fool you. Contrary to before we played the game, Washington was a good team. As soon as we beat them, now all of a sudden everybody questioning Washington. Ain't that something? All you done heard was that Jaden Daniel was this. He's the rookie of the year. He should be in possible MVP conversation. All of that. And when the Cowboys win, now everybody's saying, now they dissecting every win. Now they're saying the Hail Mary. Really, Washington really should be, under 500. You weren't saying that when they got the Hail Mary against Chicago. You weren't saying that in the one-score games they was winning. Most folks were saying Washington might win the division. Now when the Cowboys beat them, now all of a sudden, now Washington ain't a good team. And it's amazing to me. But I digress. I forget all that. This is the formula that we need in order to have a real chance at winning. For real. And I believe the schedule now allows us to have that. I believe the schedule now allows us this chance. I don't think that um, you know, I don't think we're gonna have any problems with the Giants. I don't think so. We shouldn't, considering that they're tanking. They got Shador Sanders all in their mind. That's all they see, and they want to make sure that they get that top 1 or 2 pick to make sure that it happens. And they are not. What's up, Al? I see JD. I see you. That's all they for. So they're not really trying to win. They're not. So they're gonna come in here, limping and already distraught because the players have seen how they did Daniel Jones, the organization, and you got players. You got Malik Neighbors talking already as a rookie. If y'all heard his comments, highly irritated. So it is yeah, exactly, Gwen. These guys, man, you gotta understand, man. You know, these guys train hard, man. They ain't trying to lose now. I ain't talking about the Giants. I'm talking about us, not the Cowboys. The Cowboys ain't trying to lose. I mean, you got some guys with some pride on this team, and they're not trying to lose. So again, as I said at the beginning of the show here, I had said I'm shifting to the draft. I said that, and I'm still there, y'all. But the draft positioning will not be what a lot of y'all were saying. I guess in some points I was guilty in saying it too. But the Cowboys are about to go on a run enough where it's going to put us in the middle of the draft. I really believe that we won Sunday, of course, and I believe we're going to win Thanksgiving. And then, depending on the confidence level that we got, I believe we're going to march to Carolina and beat Carolina. That's 3 wins in a row. That'll get you to 7 wins. No, that'll get you to 6 wins. 6 wins is going to put you in the middle of the draft. So we can forget this top 10 pick. We can forget all that. It is what it is. So all the names that I was talking about, some of the names that you were talking about, I don't think it's going to happen. And there's one name that could happen. A lot of you guys talked about the kid from Boise State, the running back. I personally don't see him getting picked because the Cowboys do not value running backs. They do not. That's why, they just don't. They don't value the running back position, and I don't think they will, get a guy in the first round again as a running back. They made that happen with Ezekiel Elliott, and I don't think that's there. Okay, but you never know. So we just have to start looking differently. Now, there's one more factor, y'all, that just has to be said. Now, I don't believe it personally, but it has to be said. Do you realize? Now, I ain't saying it's the Cowboys, but as a fair podcaster and to keep everything out in the open, I got to say this. Some of y'all gonna think I'm saying we're gonna do it. I'm not saying we're gonna do it. There will be 3 wild card spots this year. 3. There's only really one spot that's going to be open because I believe 3 teams from the NFC North will make the playoffs. Lions, the Buccaneers, and all right, the Lions. Oh, that's South. The Lions, the Packers, and the Vikings will make the playoffs this year. So only one can win the division out of that, and then you got 2 spots. So the Lions, of course, look like they're going to win their division, which means Green Bay and the Vikings will take 2 of the wild card spots. That 3rd wild card spot was wide open. And yes, Cowboys are not dead yet. Just putting it out there. I'm not trying to put no false hope into you. I'm just saying that last wild card spot is wide open with a lot of teams sitting there. Washington probably is going to lose some more games. Thank you, Metris. Metris said Washington has that 7th spot. Washington, see, the thing about Jaden Daniels is, just like any other rookie, guess what's going to happen? Teams going to start figuring you out. Teams are going to start figuring you out, and you're not going to play as well as you did at the beginning. That's what you're seeing. And if I was a defensive coordinator, I want to see what the Cowboys did to this dude to confuse him, to make him do whatever. So if Washington holds that spot, they ain't going to do nothing but bring teams closer back into the picture. So even though the 49ers lost yesterday, what are they, 5-6? They're right in it. Cowboys are 4-7. Possibly going to be 5-7 after Thursday, possibly. It ain't too far-fetched, y'all. I'm just saying. The Cowboys, that last wild card spot is still wide open. And if you get hot, you know, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If you get hot and Cowboys are, I think, about to pull off 3 straight. And if they pull off 3 straight, I don't care what the last part is. They're only going to be, if they go 3 straight, y'all, they're only going to be at least a game, maybe. Maybe a game and a half when you do the tiebreakers and all that. Out of the last wild card spot. I'm just putting it out there. Because I really believe they're about to run off 3 straight. That Cincinnati game is going to be the next question. Then we got the Buccaneers too. Then, of course, we got to play Philly. But I believe that the Buccaneer game, I believe the Cincinnati game can be won if we play right. I'm not scared of Baker Mayfield at all. I'm not. Not really. Now their defense is good. I'm a little shaky about. I'm a little fearful about Joe Burrow and his crew, his offense, because they can light up anybody. They just can't stop nobody. And that's the part that I'm a little worried about with them. But Cincinnati is, your record is what it is. Cincinnati, according to that, Cincinnati is not a good football team. You let the Cowboys run off at least four in a row, and then we can talk about it. JD's, I thought I saw that earlier with somebody else. Somebody said could get Cam Ward. Look, y'all. Y'all know. I don't know how many times I got to keep saying this. Number one, the Cowboys are not in the market for a quarterback. They're gonna have they are gonna be in the market for a quarterback because I don't think Trey Lance will be here next year, and I believe y'all now. I believe that the Cowboys are going to pay Cooper Rush again. See, that's what we need to talk about, to be honest with you. Well, let me change it back. Let me take that back. I'll take that back. But the only reason why I'm gonna take it back is because if we are having a new head coach, then and depending on who that coach is and how much say that coach will have, which is probably nothing, especially if he's a puppet, then I believe that they will sign Cooper Rush back. Because he's turning into not turning into, he always was, obviously, over the last few years. But we don't want to diminish what Cooper Rush is. Cooper Rush is a very valuable piece to this team. He wins games. There's no other way you can say it. Cooper Rush wins football games. Yesterday listen to what I'm saying right here before y'all jump on me. Yesterday was an elite backup quarterback job. Yesterday. I hope y'all caught what I just said. Yesterday was an elite game manager quarterback play yesterday. Elite. That's how a backup quarterback is supposed. He has a backup quarterback, an elite backup quarterback is a quarterback that has number one tendencies at times. At times. I'm just telling you. You can't tell me that Cooper Rush did not play well yesterday. This is what you have, and I like your comment. Shane. I'll tell you why. Shane said, I don't know what gave you so much confidence that the Cowboys will at least 3 more games. I was talking about the next 2 games. Say they barely beat Washington. I don't have any faith in McCarthy at all. Well, do you have faith in the Giants, Shane, to beat the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, knowing that they are seriously tanking? Because if you think the Cowboys are going to beat them, that's 2 games in a row. And then we go to Carolina. Carolina's playing very hard and playing pretty good. They just can't close the door. And I think that's going to be a tough game, but I just think the Cowboys are going to pull it out just because of all the people that are coming back. As we stand today, the Cowboys are a better team than the Carolina Panthers. The question is, can they go ahead and do it? So those are my 3 games right there. Just the schedule says to me that they're going to win. They already won 1. I'm counting the Washington game, so that's 1. So I'm counting 2. That'll be 3 games in a row. I'm just saying so those 3. If we pull these next 2 off, that's 3 wins. That gets you to 6 and 7. You're in the wild card hunt right there. I see what you're saying, JD. And now maybe we're in that position to draft those guys that you're talking about. But we'll see where we end up. That's why I'm saying it, Shane. So, and yesterday, be honest. I mean, Mike McCarthy had nothing to do with Bones on these. What Mr. Automatic already missed the field goal. We got one. I mean, got one blocked, punt blocked. I mean, that ain't on really McCarthy. That's on Bones. Let's not. I know we want to blame McCarthy for everything, but special teams almost won it. Special teams won the game, and then special teams almost lost the game. McCarthy gonna get the blame, but really, is that him or is that Bones, Coach Bones? So, I mean, the bomb that Daniels caught for them to almost tie the game, and they missed the extra point. Was that really on McCarthy or was that on Zimmer? Instead of playing sideline football, they've left the middle wide open, the easy pass to Scary Terry, and he runs it all the way in to possibly tie the game up. Is that really on McCarthy? I mean, he gonna get the blame for it. Is that on Zimmer? I'm just saying. So I don't, I don't think McCarthy gonna last. I don't think he's gonna keep his job. But I'm saying some things that we blame McCarthy for really is not him. McCarthy called a good game yesterday. McCarthy called a good game yesterday. He called a balanced attack. He kept the chains moving. Because of his play calling, he gave my defense time to get a little rest. Chains kept moving. He got the players involved. As I said before, CD, to be honest with you, had one of his better games yesterday. And he didn't even have the yards. He had 10 receptions, I believe, 67 yards, couple runs out the backfield. He blocked well yesterday. He had one of his better games yesterday. What's up, Chris? I see you. McCarthy did his job yesterday. I call it responsible play calling yesterday. It's just one game. The sun shine on a dog's tail every now and then. Well, it shined on him yesterday. He had a good play calling game yesterday. I can't deny that. I can't deny it. I got to give him his credit. He called a very good game. And the bottom line is, by hook or by crook, he walked out with a win. He walked out with a win yesterday. That's all we wanted. Now, like I said, if you one of the ones that didn't want us to win and get a high draft pick with every loss, you're sad today. And I'm telling you, you might as well get over it, because I got a feeling you're going to really be sad in about another 3 weeks. Y'all come check with me. I believe the Cowboys going to be 6-7 in another couple of weeks. And that Cincinnati game is going to be huge, because whether you want to admit it or not, that win yesterday, and they're a little behind, but it starts the conversation about that last wild card spot, even though they got only 4 wins. But you can see the door just cracked just a little bit. Cowboys got to handle the business, but if they do, it is a possibility that they may be at the end about another couple weeks. They very well could be maybe only a game out of that wild card spot. Now that's interesting. Do I think they're going to have enough to pull it off? Because we still got to see Tampa. We still got to see Philly again. We still have to see who is that? Tampa, Philly. I forgot who else. That's good. teams that are obviously probably going to make the playoffs. So we'll just see. But as of now, things are. And then, of course, then we got to see Washington again. So, we beat Washington with backups everywhere. All the linemen gone. Tyler Smith didn't play. Zach Martin didn't play. Still beat them. Tyler Guyton got benched. Still beat them. So I ain't worried about Washington. I'm not. I know every game is different and all that, but if you didn't beat the Cowboys with backups, as far as Washington goes, I'm certainly not going to be worried about them later on down the road unless we just have some more catastrophic injuries or something like that. But, if it was a game Washington finally was supposed to beat the Cowboys, it's supposed to have been yesterday. So I'm not worried about Washington. When they come to Dallas, I'm not. By that time, the boys, things go like I'm thinking it's about to go. I'm thinking that game is going to be it's going to mean something. That's what I'm thinking. So again, no need to really just go crazy. I was just glad to see the Cowboys not get beat and embarrassed on national TV and get beat by 25 again. I was finally glad to see if you're going to lose, at least let the game be competitive. Finally, I saw a competitive game from the Cowboys. And, hey, we pulled it out on the road. Let's not forget that against a good team. Thank you, Metris. See, those are the remaining games that you see what Metris just put up. And when you see that, somebody asked something about earlier about when is DeMarcus Lawrence coming back. I'm not sure. Like I said, when you start talking about feet and stuff like that, it's kind of like Bland. You remember they said Bland was probably playing 3 weeks ago. He just not getting on the field. When you start talking about feet and stuff like that, that's tricky. I don't know if DeMarcus, nobody ain't said nothing, but let's just be honest. If he come back and he's healthy, that's what you call putting a difference maker in the defense. So your defense is getting better, y'all. That's because the players. When you look at that right there, I can see 1, 2, 3. I can see we've already played the Giants twice, so we can leave that. We playing the Giants. I can see possibly 4 wins, y'all, out of it. I'm serious. Cincinnati is reputation that their offense can score, but they really are just reputation. See, Burrow living off his Super Bowl year. He's still living off that. Chase is great. Burrow is one of the great quarterbacks in the league, but he's living off that. When the real truth of it is Cincinnati ain't done nothing since the Super Bowl year. That's the real truth. I ain't trying to knock Burrow. Burrow been hurt for the majority of the years, but when he plays, of course, he's dangerous. But Cincinnati ain't done nothing. For them to get all the respect that they get, they ain't done anything. So I can see us possibly beating Cincinnati and Dallas. I know we can beat Washington. I believe we can beat Carolina. And I believe we're going to beat the Giants on Thursday. That's 4 wins. It's 8 wins, y'all. 9 wins might get you in. Might. I don't think 8 and 9 would get you because we got 17 games. I don't think 8 and 9 will get you the last wild card spot. But you never know. But I can see. I'm serious, y'all. I can see right there, based off of what I know of, what I'm seeing about the defense, I can see 4 wins out of that. I don't think we're gonna beat Philly. I hate it, but I hate to say that, but Philly's playing on another level right now. I don't have to say anything about Saquon. Now, Saquon didn't do that against us like he did last night, but Saquon is playing big MVP type football. I can see that. Philly's good. I ain't gonna sit here and act like they not. Philadelphia's good. I can see 4 wins out of there, y'all. And when you look at Tampa, I'm not scared of Baker Mayfield. I'm just saying. I'm not scared of Baker Mayfield, and their defense is lethal as always. Their coach is a real good defensive coach, but I'm not scared of Baker Mayfield. And defense, if we can stay healthy, that's the big one. If we can stay healthy, we can do a little damage here. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying playoffs or whatever. So again, Shane, that's why I was saying it. If McCarthy calls games right, like he did yesterday, he got a good shot. Now, if he had Cooper Rush throw the ball 59 times, 55 times, then I'm gonna say no, we ain't gonna win nothing. Got to play it right. Quack, quack. Exactly. Cooper Rush beat Cincinnati, and that's when they were good. So, hey, first things first, beat the Giants. And we'll come back next week and say, I hope you're paying attention now. Hope you're paying attention. This thing could get real interesting. And see, let's look at this, y'all. Y'all really think I'm just talking, but I'm saying, look at the NFC West, okay? So a division champion got to come out of there. And right now, I believe their leader is 6-5. And then the 49ers, I believe, are last, and they 5-6. So we talking one game. That's how tight that division is. Somebody is going to come out of that division and going to win a home game for the playoffs. And then if the second place, the third and fourth place team, all of those guys are battling for the last spot. And like I just said, the 49ers are 5-6. And I think it's one more 5-6 team out of there. And then the other one is 6-5, I believe. It's Seattle and 49ers. But what I'm saying is, look at the last 2 teams that are 5-6. But the Cowboys are 4-7. Look at that. Okay. Nobody from the South is making it except their division winner. The other 3 guys that are battling for 2 of them are going to be automatic. The North is the Lions are going to win that division. And then the Packers and the Vikings. The Packers, the Vikings, who am I missing? Yeah, the Packers and the Vikings are going to make the playoffs. So those are your 2 wild cards, and they got the best record. So it ain't even, that's 2. So those 2 are going to make it. Now look at the last wild card spot. And we're talking about teams that got between 4 and 6 wins. That's the last wild card spot. Which means you're not out of it. The Rams lost yesterday. Thank you, Chris. I think the Rams got 5. They're not winning their division as of right now. But as of right now, they battling for their last wildcard spot, and the Rams only have 5 wins, right? right? So the Rams are in that last battle for that last wild card spot. They only got 5. Cowboys got 4. The Seattle Seahawks or whoever's leading that division, everybody else only got 5 wins. I think Chicago has 4 wins. They're in it too. So I'm saying is if I say the Cowboys gonna win the division, that's far-fetched. That ain't gonna happen. But if I say that the Cowboys are in a battle for that last wild card spot, especially since they pulled out the win yesterday, no matter how much you might want to laugh or whatever else, the fact of the matter is they're in it. And they got the Giants coming in Thursday. Oh, okay. Then they got to go see Carolina. And the Carolina game going to be tough, y'all. But I think we can pull it out. I'm just saying. 49ers got 5 wins. They 5-6. Cowboys 4-7, y'all. And the 49ers are in that battle for the last wild card spot. I'm telling y'all better start paying attention now. It ain't so far-fetched. It's not. Would I bet money say that Cowboys are gonna end up? No, I wouldn't, but somebody finna get hot. Right? I'm just saying, this is the time when teams get hot. See, one thing about the Lions, even though Detroit Lions are good, no doubt, they're murdering everybody, they peak too soon, if you ask me. See, the Lions are the type of team, man, that will do this like they doing now and lose at home the first game. Peak too soon. I done seen it too many times over the years. Team go crazy, get hot like this, then they get to the playoffs and fizzle out. The reason why I seen it, because it done happened to us. Shit. Win all these games, then get to the first round, then you get your brain beat out. Telling y'all now. So, I'm just saying, y'all, nothing like a little confidence and an ailing team. You get the Giants to come in. It's another team that you can get your confidence and try to pile a win on and take it back on the road, and your confidence is a little higher than it was. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's all. I'm not counting on it because I haven't seen too much of the Cowboys this year. I know Mike McCarthy played a balanced game yesterday. He'll get in there, play the Giants, have Cooper Rush throwing the ball 50 times, and I'll be like, man, this dude here, man, he killing me. So I'm not on the bandwagon of playoffs. I'm just saying you got to start talking about it because that really is the reality. Don't listen to Stephen A. Smith and all that type of stuff as they laugh. They laughing, but look, just like right there, little Chris put down. He said the Cardinals got 6 wins. That ain't too far from 4. And the Cowboys possibly finna win on Thursday. I don't know who the Cardinals play. Just saying. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Joe. Appreciate you. Nevertheless, y'all, big win for the Cowboys yesterday. Big win. Big win. I don't care what nobody say. It was a big win. You got guys who are not tanking. Y'all wanted them to tank. I'm not sure that Jerry Jones really wanted tank. I heard Stephen Jones today. He definitely don't sound like tanking guy. He's been consistent in his message. All Stephen Jones really been saying, hey, we got guys coming back. That's what he said after every loss. Once we get guys coming in, believe we're gonna start to see something. So he's been consistent. Now Jerry changed his message every day. Stephen Jones has been consistent with his. He's been waiting for guys to make their way back to the field. And then, hey, essentially what he's saying, even though he didn't say this, I'm trying to put words in his mouth. Essentially, he's saying, hey, once we get our guys back, let's play football. Let's see what can happen. And slowly but surely. So you got to start from somewhere, y'all. Got to start from somewhere. I know I'm jumping the gun slightly, looking at the schedule, but you got to start. You got to start doing it actually, because one more loss because the record was not good by the Cowboys would probably definitely, be a major setback. Then we can really start talking about the draft. So you got to start looking at this thing. Chris said, I think yesterday was about beating Dan Quinn. Well, I've been watching the game a long time, just like a lot of you have. Every rookie that comes in on fire, they usually die down before the season over with. Now, y'all know that. It never fails. The standard have always been, once teams start figuring you out, then you're gonna have to find a way to get it done. And he's hitting the rookie wall, Jaden Daniels, and he's struggling. Washington lost 3 in a row. The reason why, when they lost that first game, the defensive coordinator for the other team looked at what he did and he tried it out. They lost their second game. And here comes Zimmer. Looked at the last 2 games, saw what he had a problem in. Guess what? He's a rookie. I'm going to put 6 people on the line. I'm going to confuse him. He ain't going to know who coming. He don't know who dropping back. All of them could be coming. 2 of them may be coming. 3. And he got to process that thing. Well, isn't that what you're supposed to do with a rookie quarterback? Confuse him. Make him slow down just a little bit. If it weren't for Jaden Daniels running the ball a couple times, he really would have got shut down. It was his legs that hurt us yesterday. It really wasn't his arm. Not to me. He got that lucky play to Terry and McLaughlin at the end. But other than that, he really wasn't killing us. That's what you do to a rookie. You slow him down. That's what you're saying. And Zimmer had figured him out. So now who we got coming in now? Danny DeVito, whatever his name is, DeVito, got slammed around yesterday. Got beat up yesterday by Tampa Bay. You don't think that Zimmer ain't finna bring the heat to him? Come on, y'all. Come on now. So let's just be realistic about this thing. Sometimes you're going against a guy that is far more superior, and that's what Zimmer is on some of these young quarterbacks. They ain't seen what Mike Zimmer gonna bring to them. That's why I'm saying that the fast forward, that goes for Bryce Young too in Carolina. He ain't seen this type of stuff. Just saying. Just saying. Like Quack says, Tennessee's defense is better than 9 boys. Washington versus Tennessee next. Yeah, hey. Better pay attention, y'all. Some maybe you might need to just crack the door and peek. Just look and start to see and start looking at some stuff. It's something going on right here. Something going on right here. I'm telling y'all. Something going on. You telling me the Diggs is coming back too? probably Thursday. And Butler playing like that. And Bland is back. Oh, so I'm fine if it see two Pro Bowl cornerbacks finally at the same time. I'm finally about to see that now. Oh, okay. 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 Marshawn kneeling back. Oh, okay. All right. Parsons is back. Oh, okay. Okay. Overshawn getting better every week. Okay. 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 We'll see y'all. Great game. Of course, things to clean up. The Cowboys put a lot of things to bed, including half of Cowboy Nation who wanted a top 3 pick. you can throw that dream away. Don't even worry about the top 3 no more. Only way we're gonna get a top 3 pick, y'all, unless we trade up to go get it, which that's not happening. So we will be in the draft, but not where you think we are. We will be in the draft. Might be at 15, but it definitely won't be top 3. Y'all can forget that. It's over with. If we would have lost yesterday, then I would say, yeah. We was 9th. I think we were 9th in draft order before the game. I think it put us out of the top 10 yesterday. I think we went down to 11th, I believe. When you beat the Giants, you're going to drop to at least 14. So we're going backwards, for that, which is where the Cowboys most of the time be at anyway. Middle of the draft or lower part of the, somewhere between 18 and 23 or 24. That's usually where the Cowboys usually are, somewhere in that area there. So y'all can let that go. In other words, you might as well buckle up, sit back, and enjoy these last 6 weeks, because in a few weeks we're gonna be suffering because we don't have no football. Yeah, exactly, Quack. That is the truth, and that's why I think they're gonna put up another 3-4 more wins. I can actually see it. I actually can see it. See, a team that don't really have nothing to lose is a dangerous football team. And the Cowboys are playing right now with house money. They're playing with house money, but you got all pros that are playing with that house money. It's a difference. It's a difference, y'all. Let's not act like some of y'all mad at Michael Parsons, but let's not act like he's not Michael Parsons. Let's not get ignorant. This dude is different. He's different. I know you don't like him talking. I know you know all that, but let's be realistic and let's be honest. Michael Parsons is a different type of football player. He's different. He is. Guys like him don't come around in Cracker Jack boxes. These type of guys come around once every 20 years. Let's just be honest. Michael Parsons is one of those type of guys. You can say shut up. You can say pull the plug on his podcast. You can say you don't like his cockiness. You can say that he ain't done this and that. Listen, if he didn't show you yesterday in the game before that, I don't know what TV you watching. This dude is a different type of ball player. And you want to know why I keep saying he gonna get signed? Just turn on the tape. Turn on the tape. That's all I'm gonna say. If yesterday didn't show you, go back to the week before. Go look at that. You want to know why we gonna sign him? Because there ain't too many people do what he can do. Walking the earth. It ain't too many guys that can do what this dude is capable of doing. I know he different. I know he's special. Watching football a long time. You can't tell me that this dude is something a little different than other folks. He is. He's different. That's why we're going to sign him. Trade him if you want to. Okay. Man, please. Guys like him come around once every 20, 25 years. Got a Hall of Fame written all over him as soon as he walked in the door. I ain't say Pro Bowl. I ain't say all pro because he got all that. I'm saying this dude got a Hall of Fame written all over him. Hall of Fame type football player. That's how good he is. There's no question. And he's one of the guys that's playing with house money. Man, look. You don't believe me? Watch what he do to the Giants, son. Thursday. Watch what Parsons do to the Giants on Thursday. Just watch. You don't believe me? Watch. No doubt about it. It's going to happen. Watch what Overshawn do. He kind of different too. I just see it. Me and Coach Marv, Chris, have been saying it last 3 years. Ever since he came in the league. You just got to know how to use Michael Parsons. See, if you don't put him in the right spots, you won't get to see the full potential. Mike Zimmer had that, man. Did y'all see what Michael Parsons did? I think I said it earlier. Did y'all see he lined up on the edge, both sides? He lined up as a linebacker, both sides. He even lined up as a defensive tackle. That's where he got that second sack from, which means he lined up on a guard. Use his speed to get past him, go get the quarterback. And keep in mind, a guard probably outweighs Parsons at least by a minimum 60 to 70 pounds, which usually means a big guy can't hold Parsons because he's just too quick. I mean, come on now. This dude different, man. And if you use him like a chess piece on a chessboard, you're going to see some things that's about to crank up for real. That's what you saw yesterday. Bad boy, man. All right. I'm off all week, so I might pop back on tomorrow morning, y'all. Not for the ride. I don't have to work this week, so I might come on tomorrow morning. About morning. If you're working, then I understand. No problem. But I'll be here probably tomorrow morning. Talk more Cowboy football. I got some more to talk about tomorrow. Man, listen. Thank you guys for hanging with me. I appreciate it. Oh, I'll say this for tomorrow. Cavante Turpin. Yeah, y'all come with me tomorrow. I ain't got to say it. All I got to do is call his name out. Y'all can figure it out. Listen. Cavante Turpin, man. He's scary. That's all I'm going to say. He's scary. He really is. All right. Man, I appreciate I'll talk about that tomorrow. I appreciate you guys, man, hanging with me. Knowing it's probably my brothers are probably already on. Boss might be on or whatever. I don't know. But I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Do me a favor before you leave, hit that like button or give me about 10. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that, smash it real quick. Smash that heart button. If you're on Facebook, smash it real quick. I just did probably right there with my thumb 20 right then. So what they take about 3 seconds. So hit that for me, smash it. I would appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the morning. What's up, Oak Cliff? I don't know if I know you. I guess I need to say this. Hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel on YouTube, do me a favor and give me that honor of having your subscription. Just follow me there. Turn on those live notifications. You'll know when I'm coming. When I'm coming on. If you're on Facebook, if you haven't seen me, like the page, follow the page, turn on the live notifications, and you can come hang with me. If you haven't done it, hey, do it, and we can roll. All right. I appreciate you guys so much. Thanks for hanging with me. I probably will hang. Y'all turn on the live notifications, and you'll know when I come on tomorrow. I ain't committing to a time. It'll be sometime tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, for sure. Well, no, not tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. If I come on, it'll probably be tomorrow evening. Yeah. All right. Tomorrow afternoon. I'm sorry. Y'all come on with me, and we'll do it again, y'all. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. This has been the one and the only. This has been the Big Time Show.